Agree with again?
United States Investigation and Protection National. We are officers of the U.S. Supreme Court.
On an FBI's 10 most wanted list?
Yes, we got some tips.
He's impersonating a police officer.
I'm not impersonating anything. I'm an agent of the U.S. Supreme Court.
Police impersonator investigations are taken very, very seriously for two primary reasons. The first is because if a person who is not an officer utilizes a badge in certain situations, we have seen documented cases that they can do some really evil and horrible things. And the other reason is because a police officer goes through a lot to earn that badge. And if a person is going to pretend to be a police officer, that is a form of stolen valor. So if you decide to pull out a badge when you get pulled over by the police and start to spew out a whole bunch of different case law, you better be sure that you're 100% correct and that you earned the badge that you are carrying. Because if not, you're going to end up going to jail. This is one of those.
Hello, how we doing? Deputy Postage.
How
we doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. My name's Deputy Postage. Just a couple things. You're going a little fast when you went by me. Nothing crazy. My ducks are tint, you know?
So, 1 second there. Do you have any identification, sir?
Do I have any identification?
Yeah.
For...
You're a police officer, right?
Correct.
725 ILCS, section 107, 14. So, you can start me after you identify yourself. So, I see you have your badge and everything there. You also have to identify yourself.
I am. I have. You see that I work for the Grundy County Sheriff's Department.
I can't mess that up. There's people that impersonate cops all the time.
Okay.
So,
I will bring you my work ID. Okay?
I'm going to sit tight until you do that.
Listen, I'm not doing this with you, man. Okay? I'm identified.
You're not doing what with me. You stopped me for illegal intent. I haven't broken any laws.
That is a law, sir.
That's a citation, not a law.
Okay.
That's a citation.
Okay.
And so you're also you based on a police officer.
Mm-hmm. And I'm identified, okay? I have a nameplate on. You can see that I work for the Grundy County Sheriff's Department. I'm in a uniform, okay?
Do you see my ID here, sir?
I see it.
Okay.
You have your insurance card for your car?
The traffic stop, sir. What you said.
Yes, sir.
I'm just curious. No, I'm taking the file.
Cars have to be, it's a very common, you have to have insurance on your car, okay? So for the vehicles going down the road, they have to have insurance on their vehicle.
So if you look at this device that the officer is carrying, it's a tintometer that officers can carry. You put it over the window. You've seen me discuss these in videos before. They're really accurate on seeing how much you can see through a window, how much light can come through a window. And most jurisdictions have a degree of tint that a person can have on their vehicle. And having a tintometer and conducting a stop for that, if it's PC, it's good to go. Now, the challenge that I see is that the officer is holding this device in his dominant hand as he's conducting this. Under the circumstances, especially with that positioning, you want to make sure you have the dexterity in your support hand to do those functions because you can easily go to your sidearm if necessary. Now, the driver is being somewhat difficult because he keeps asking the officer for his ID. The officer's clearly in uniform. It's clearly a marked patrol vehicle, and there are department policies. My department had one that part of your uniform was your police ID. And I don't know if there are some state laws that also require officers to carry their state ID on them, but there may be. But it's interesting that he's making such a demand when he sees that the person's in a marked patrol vehicle and in uniform.
You would like to see my work ID to identify myself? I don't, because it's part of some law that he recited, and that he's in the middle of work.
Is the police officer at 7:20?
So I'm gonna go get him my work ID to show it to him to appease him. I haven't talked to him about any of that other stuff yet. He's like on the radio talking to somebody. Huh?
It's fake.
I know. It's also, his windows are tinted. Huh?
You have a ID?
I don't know. He showed it.
Professional ID?
It was in Illinois. Not that kind of ID for like work. He told me it wasn't my business.
Well, I can't see it. No.
No. See? How do you... That's a guy driving the bus.
You also have a warrant for your arrest. Come on, get out. Get out of the car. Or else you're going to catch some charges.
There's no charges to catch. I will get out. Okay. I asked him to identify himself.
It's not the game we're playing here.
It's not a game.
Right now, okay? We'll get to that point, but right now you're in a traffic stop, so get out of the car.
It's a traffic stop. You're putting out the car.
Your picture of the ID doesn't help you. Are you armed?
Not on me, sir. No.
Step around.
I'm not.
Where is it?
I'm taking this out of your pocket and putting it on.
Where's your weapon?
My weapon is behind the seat, sir. I'm
Go stand over
Let's
there.
walk over here.
You're on duty with who?
USPN. I'm an agent of the U.S. Supreme Court.
Stand over here.
I'm Agent Kia. My badge number is 305-8396 with the U.S. Investigation Protection National, agent of the U.S. Supreme Court.
Okay, slow this down for a second because a lot was said here. So they check the driver. It shows that there's a warrant in the system. As I mentioned before, warrants have to be confirmed. A warrant pops up, you have every right as an officer to get the person out and operate as though you're about to take them into custody. And if the warrant is not confirmed, then you release them. I've had many, many times a warrant pops up in the system and it's not confirmed. But it seems like everything's going well as far as what the officers are doing on their end. I think what he's saying is U.S. Investigation Protection National Agent of the U.S. Supreme Court. A lot of words. Don't know of an official government agency like that. And throwing that in Supreme Court, and when I hear National Agent Investigation Protection, that all of it sounds kind of word salady law enforcement. So I would be very, very cautious to immediately assume that this person is an official governmental law enforcement agent.
In most of this duty, as we are working, and I'm on the phone with my superior, Agent Bear Woods. Sir.
Does your superior know that you have a warrant?
I don't have a warrant. My superior does know. My superior knows everything.
You're walking in the car?
I just shared with you what's going on. There's nothing to secure. Are you getting this 2114? Everything's been recorded?
Yes, sir. You
I have a warrant, which is not accurate. You and I know that.
Did you miss a court date?
Say it again?
Did you miss a court date?
I didn't miss any court dates, sir.
Huh?
I didn't miss any court dates.
Well, it's for contempt of court.
That's not a legislation. No, there's no rule.
Why would we make it up?
I'm not saying that you guys are making it up.
So the officer said contempt of court, and that sounds really serious. I mean, contempt of court is serious, but let me explain to you a couple things about contempt of court. A person who fails to pay child support and the court issues warrant for that person, that's going to show up as a contempt of court warrant. Many of the arrests that I made and witnessed throughout my career, a lot of those were contempt of court for child support or some other thing. And not saying that not paying your child support is not important, but contempt of court can mean a whole bunch of different things, and it's important to make that distinction. Don't know what it is here, but there's obviously something that's occurred that they're going to have to at least get confirmed. They will not just take him without confirming whether or not that's still active.
I'm just highlighting, guys, that that's not accurate.
Our system says that you do.
And I'm highlighting that your system is inaccurate. That's what I'm letting you know.
Find that out.
That's what I'm letting you know.
I told him to.
Ask him to identify himself as well. Like, this is part of the peace officer act, 725.
I'll show you my ID just so you're satisfied.
I'm not trying to, instruct you guys to do your job. I'm also trying to do my job.
Who are you with again?
United States Investigation and Protection National. We are officers of the U.S. Supreme Court. Badge number is 8399.
Your department ID with you?
Say it again?
Your department
it's not
ID.
on me right now.
ID.
He said we're officers of the U.S. Supreme Court. That is going to be key, and as this investigation goes forward, officers of the U.S. Supreme Court. That's key.
Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it.
Where's your department ID?
I don't have that on me right now, so that's why I showed it on the phone. That's why I showed it on the phone. Would you like to see it as well on the phone? Please. I have my badge. Okay, resume it.
Did I ask you to confirm that warrant? Thank you.
There's an interesting irony that I see here, that this all precipitated from him being this obtuse with the officer from the beginning, stating, I need to see your ID, a uniformed officer. Now, this is a person who is purporting to be an officer of the U.S. Supreme Court who's showing his ID and his badge in plain clothes on a phone. Interesting that a person would take this route to create this.
What's your officer? What's your name, sir?
Sergeant Corey.
Sergeant Corey? Okay, you are, sir? Say it again? Size. Officer Size.
What is the department you work for? Sorry, I'm not familiar with it. Are you a bounty hunter?
No, I'm a fugitive recovery agent. Not a bounty hunter. Those are two different things. So, folks that deal with bondsmen, they're bounty hunters.
Gotcha.
So we deal directly.
I'm just not familiar with it. I've never heard of it.
I understand. Most people aren't.
Yeah.
Most people aren't.
It's part of it's like you fall under the state or the federal government.
We work directly in contract with the U.S. Supreme Court. We're overall federal agencies. We're direct officers of the Supreme Court.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you guys answer to the Supreme Court?
That is correct. We answer to the justices. We are assignments with justices. We're also on task force with the FBI, Secret Service, and other folks. So
I'm guessing you guys do a lot of work with the marshals then too, with the fugitive stuff?
Yep.
That's a Caltech shotgun, which is a cheap junk.
Yeah.
Springfield Armory, which nobody ever issues a Springfield. That looks fake. He showed me a picture of a badge that looks fake. It's the FBI's top 10 most wanted list.
Yeah.
He's impersonating a police officer.
I'm not impersonating anything. I'm an agent, U.S. Investigation and Protection Council. I'm not impersonating anything, sir. You never heard me say I was a police officer. You never heard me say that. That's not happening.
Is that your duty issued weapon?
I am.
Is that your duty issued weapon? Is it your duty issued weapon?
I am not part of a law enforcement agency. We are a contract agent of the U.S. Supreme Court.
So you go around and arrest people?
We don't go around arresting. We have authority under Taylor versus Tanton to work on orders that are given to the U.S. Supreme Court. So whenever we get assignments to go out and actually do our research and bring folks into custody, that's what we do.
Bring people into custody?
Okay, I want to talk about what he's throwing out here, and I've heard this before. He says Taylor versus Tanter. Now, that is a Supreme Court case, and it's a really, really old case. 1873. And a lot of times, bails bondsmen and recovery agents, people who go out and take people in who have skipped bond, will use that because essentially it's a bail surety. If a bail surety, like a bondsman, puts up a bond, a monetary bond for a person, and that person says that they'll show up into court and they abscond, then the bail bondsman loses that money. The 1873 case says that they have the right to go and get those people, but it does not make them law enforcement agents. And so what they try to do a lot of times, they try to conflate that Supreme Court ruling with them having actual police powers, the right to bring the person that they're looking for into custody. However, that does not make them official sworn law enforcement officers. And I'm starting to see more of the word salad as the more that I hear him speak. Taylor, Taintor, it's Taintor, 1873. It's a really interesting case. You should look it up. And again, I worked in Vegas. Vegas was the fugitive capital of probably the world. So we would deal with bail bondsmen and recovery agents all the time. Some of them are extraordinarily professional and super sharp at what they do, and others are kind of borderline. And it's just like any other profession.
But we're on duty, yes. Right now, I'm carrying out orders to actually go and see what's going on with a couple of those individuals in that list.
On the FBI's 10 most wanted list?
Yes, we got some tips, and I was asking my superior, who I've been communicating with, to go and check it out. I know it may be fun to you, but I hope it don't. I really don't hope you. I hope you understand what's happening. I really do. So.
Regardless of all that,
you guys are delaying me.
You have a warrant.
And I keep telling you that warrant is not accurate. I understand what you're saying. I'm not disputing what you're saying. I don't have a warrant. A body attachment is not a warrant.
You understand what I'm saying?
A body attachment is not a warrant. No, a body attachment is not a warrant, sir. And on top of that, that is an unlawful body attachment that is being dealt with that you guys don't understand.
It's not unlawful to us.
It's
getting
it's
confirmed. Okay?
It's
Getting
unlawful.
confirmed.
So when you hear this body attachment term, another term that's utilized, and it's a real term, it's an order from the court to have a person brought before the court to answer for whatever reason. And a warrant is very similar. I think that this is somewhat semantics that he's talking about, but again, it is a real term. And a lot of times people who try to utilize word salads in this form to try to confuse people, and it sounds like this is what he's trying to do. I'm not in law enforcement, I'm working for an agency. It's not a warrant, it's a body attachment. Well, if it's a body attachment and it's confirmed, your body's going to be attached to the patrol car and you're going to be taken before the court just as the court demands without delay.
They said a body attachment for I was supposed to set for a missing court.
I think it's for contempt of court. Let me look.
Does he have those 2 firearms in the car?
There's one more.
All right.
It's in the armrest, sir. That's it. That's correct.
It's for contempt of court, yeah.
He said for contempt of court.
Out of Cook County, body
Out of Cook
attachment.
County. Signed by who?
It just says Cook County. We don't get the actual. We don't get the actual document, so it just says out of Cook County.
The actual documents, it just says out of Cook County. So is there a warrant signed by a judge to have this incident, or just?
We're confirming it right now.
Because there's no judge that signed a warrant.
Listen, man, I can.
No, I know, but I'm just like y'all delaying me in the midst of the work that I'm doing.
Springfield Armory 9mm. Springfield Armory 9mm.
Sir, are you conducting a legal search and seizure of my vehicle and my items, sir? What's your captain there? Is that a sergeant?
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his last name?
Black.
Sergeant Black. Are you doing a legal search on?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Because anybody with a concealed carry, you don't let me because you don't let me finish.
I'm sorry. I've got a couple things going on, sir. Go ahead.
Anybody with a concealed carry permit, I could secure their weapons during our course of our business. And you have a warrant.
What? I don't know. That's not accurate. There's a difference. That's what you guys have to understand. There's a difference. Warrant of a body attachment is not. You don't get the free right to raid through my vehicle. Looks like we're going to have to get the folks up there to deal with these guys. They don't have a warrant. They have a body attachment. That's what I'm going to tell you. The body attachment is not a warrant. But in the meantime, they're starting with this illegally searching through my vehicle. I'll get his name. We're going to get his name.
Yeah, was it U.S. investigations and what?
Underneath the Supreme Court. It said that they answer directly to the Supreme Court.
The answer is directly to the Supreme Court.
And are given authority by the Supreme Court to go and...
It's given authority and the Supreme Court to go up and follow up on leads for people
Fugitives.
or fugitives.
As soon as I walked up, he demanded my ID. He wanted my driver's license. I was like,
As soon as Tyler walked up to the car, he demanded his driver's license.
so I showed him my work ID eventually.
He demanded Tyler's driver's license.
He has no credentials either. Like, just pictures.
There's a picture on his phone. This is it.
Officer Post.
Yes, sir.
You guys have business cards on your dog?
Yeah, I'll get you on that.
And especially this.
Yeah.
No,
What about you?
you can write it down.
What? My pen's in my stuff. No. Well, every pen, no, I don't write well with every pen. That's why. Certain pens that I write well with. That's why I turned it down. What's your name, sir?
Brett. B-R-E-T-T. Black.
Sergeant Brett. B-R or B-E?
B-R-E-C-T.
B-R-E-T-T. Okay.
B-L-A-C-K is my last name.
B-A-L.
B-L-A-C-K. Black.
Like black.
G10 is my badge number.
Thank you.
I want to stop it right here. I believe this is a sergeant that we're looking at across the dashboard of the car, but I want to take note of his hat that he's wearing, and it says Rogue. Now, I know that's a brand. It's a popular brand. I have nothing to say about the brand either way. What I am going to speak about is this the best option for a hat for a sergeant to wear while on patrol? For those of you who don't know the definition of the word rogue, and I pulled it up while we were watching because I noticed the hat, and it says the definition of rogue: a dishonest person, a playful scamp, an independent wild animal, or something acting dangerously outside of the rules. And part of that came from the Merriam-Webster's. Other definitions: dishonest, tricky, unprincipled person. Now, I don't know this sergeant, and he achieved the rank of sergeant on this department, so I'm gonna have to say that he's likely done some pretty good or stellar things to get there. But why wear a hat that says this word? Let me just share something with you. Sergeant gets involved in a use of force incident and someone captures it. And from the perspective of whatever, a person who captures on a body cam, it looks bad. But let's say that it's not bad. But the hat that he's wearing says rogue. And then you are going to have to answer for the fact that this was the choice of hat you wore. And someone's gonna say, well, it's just a hat. Well, why add more challenges onto a job that is already scrutinized to such a degree? Police were supposed to be completely unbiased and just looking for justice. Make your job easier. I'm speaking from the perspective of having made it over the side of being able to be retired, and I want to see officers do it as well. Something as simple as wearing a more professional, even with your department name on it, might be better. Now, if the name of this city is Rogue, then completely disregard what I just said. But again, these are things that are going to be scrutinized. I can tell you from personal experience.
Listen, we're going to wait to hear back from Cook County, and then we'll go from there, okay? We're waiting to hear back from Cook County, and then we'll go from there.
Who's he talking to? Body cameras on too, right, guys, right?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor and check your locals and see if you got information? We're out with a guy from Springfield saying he's with the U.S. investigation something. And he's got a bunch of weapons in his car, and he's got a warrant. Dewan Key. Yeah, he's like, I'm on the phone with my supervisor. He's got the FBI's top 10 most wanted in his passenger seat, saying he's trying to, anyway, can I give you his, I just didn't know if you guys had any contact with him. All right, well, he's from Springfield, so I figured I'd ask. All right, hey, I got the FBI calling me. Let me call you back. Bye. Hey, sorry, I was on the other line.
3014 status 102 from Vinny.
Okay. All right, I appreciate it.
Sergeant BERTTT Black.
So I'm going to tell you, they're giving this guy a lot of leeway here because most of the time, if a warrant comes out before it's confirmed, the person is handcuffed and standing in front of the car. Letting him walk around on the phone and do a lot of this stuff, they're cutting him a lot of slack.
BLACK. Badge number G10.
What is this?
I don't know. He went up there and demanded my ID. She demanded my ID. He's got a warrant. I ran the tag and I was like, then I ran him and he had a warrant. And I was like, oh. And he's got dark windows. He's got 5%.
He's got a Kel-Tec shotgun and 2 Springfield handguns. Everybody's issue.
Black, what's me doing you, sir, if you don't mind me asking?
Why?
Because we're the same way that you're doing your due diligence, we gotta do ours.
I don't even know if you're a real police officer.
I didn't say I was a police officer. That's the problem. They were saying I was a police officer. Police officer.
You showed me a badge and an
I
ID.
showed you my agency identifications when I did, sir. You never ever once said on record that I'm a police officer. No, I never said that to you. Never said that. I know it's a little bit frustrating for you because you guys.
I don't know. It sounds like it's frustrating to you.
It's not frustrating.
I don't have the warrant.
I'm being delayed, and I don't have a warrant. The body attachment is not a warrant, sir. The body attachment is not a warrant.
You have a body attachment
The body
that would
attachment-
require us possibly to take you to the jail.
There is. It's not the same thing. And that's why I was trying to share with you that the body attachment is not a warrant.
He's also heading back towards his home, Springfield. And you're sitting there harassing me about not having credentials, and you don't have any credentials to say you are who you are. You just have a picture.
A picture, or something on his phone.
Yeah, how am I supposed to know that that's real? He recited some statute as soon as I walked up saying that I have to provide an ID. And I was like, I am identified, man. Like, I have a uniform on. He's like, yeah, but how do I know that that's who you are? And I was like, well, he wanted me to show him my driver's license. I'm not showing you my driver's license.
No.
No. I was like, I'll show you my work ID. I don't care. Let see it. It makes you happy, sure.
I was like, no, he's got a warrant. Or
Yeah,
body attachment.
I wasn't even going to go that way because it was already like...
I suspect that he's probably got a weapon in the car because he's got a code 15.
But he's like talking on the radio the whole time I'm out.
What is that?
I don't know. He's talking to his superior, apparently. I've never heard of the Supreme Court having
What is it?
some sort of
Recovery agent?
Yeah.
Something I'd like to mention is there's actually a police department. The U.S. Supreme Court has an actual uniformed police department. They may have some plainclothes officers as well, and they do a phenomenal job. They protect Supreme Court justices, and they're highly trained. They're a federal police agency. A lot of people don't realize that there's actually a Supreme Court police department.
What office do you work for?
U.S. Investigations and Protection Nationals. Agent Kia.
U.S. Investigations and what?
U.S. Investigations
Yes.
and Protection Nationals.
And Protection Nationals?
Yes.
FBI's got no record of him.
Yeah, that's no S. Badge number 30. Our name. We got names. Like guys got nicknames.
Oh, you're a sovereign citizen.
I'm no. You never heard me.
You got names.
You never heard me say that.
That's what you're trying to be, though.
That's not what I'm trying to do anything, sir. No, I'm not.
Yeah, all right. I get it
His
now.
name is right there.
All
That's
right.
right, we get it.
All right. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard me say that. Never said that.
So-
it's fine.
Who would we call to verify your employment?
Say it again.
Who would we call to verify your employment?
My superior.
It's part of the government. Not a private. Not a private.
No. He is my superior. That's what I report to.
Which agency?
So,
Which government agency?
Joseph Woods.
Which government agency?
Joseph Woods. He is the head of U.S. Protection.
Which government agency contracts you guys?
The U.S. Supreme Court. I've already stated that. Taylor versus Tantor is where our jurisdiction is. I can give you the number, contact information of my superior.
We got it.
He's a sovereign citizen.
I'm not. I never go.
Go ahead, hang up the phone.
Turn on, put your hands on your
Hey,
back.
they're about to arrest me. I never said I was a
Turn
sovereign
on, put your hands
citizen.
on your back.
All right. I never said I was a sovereign citizen. I never said that. I'm not. That's not true. That's not true. I'm not. Hey,
relax,
I'm
relax.
good. You ain't gotta worry about it. I'm good.
So your warrant is valid.
My warrant is not valid. It's a body attachment, sir. That's not a warrant. That was a lawsuit.
Your body attachment is
$100.
That's your body. That's not something.
I'm not making it up.
I know you're not making it up. I understand that. That's why I said they're getting. There's a lawsuit that's happening with that.
Okay.
So that's okay.
I'm understanding what's happening.
No, you really don't. You really don't.
Okay, do you have anything in your pockets, man?
No, I mean, the phone, easy to myself.
Okay, so what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna take you to the Grundy County Jail. Are you gonna be able to post your bond?
What's that again?
Are you gonna be able to post your bond?
Post my bond.
Yeah. $16,000 bond.
So there's a whole process. I don't.
Let's just say yes or no.
I can't speak to that, so right now.
Okay.
Because I need to see what documents I haven't seen an official warrant at all. I haven't.
The car's gonna get towed and the guns are gonna get taken to the sheriff's office for safekeeping.
What sheriff? Grundy County, you guys?
Yes, sir. So once you get out and figure out whatever you gotta do, you can go to the sheriff's office to get it. Okay?
You just tell.
I'm gonna put this in here so you don't lose it.
So we start.
Do you need anything besides your wallet and your phone out of the car, sir?
39's got a 95.
No, I think that's it. Just one on the phone.
I go. He says Fair Woods, and I start smiling. He's like, it's just woods. I go, Bear Woods.
Got it.
That's a sovereign citizen name.
Now we get it. You did a good job playing it off like he wasn't. This is weird.
That's fake. As soon as I said, I'm like, that's fake. Like,
How you guys gonna secure my vehicle?
It's gonna get towed. Yeah.
But it needs to, you gotta be able to let windows and everything like that.
The what?
That's all I want to make sure no damage happens to it.
Yeah, you're good. We'll take an inventory of it and everything, no? Everything's on body camera, so hold on. Take a seat. Good?
Not really.
Huh?
Not really.
Okay, well, how about this? You gonna give me any troubles?
Come on, no.
All right. If you're not gonna give me any trouble, I'll handcuff you in the front so you're more comfortable.
You know,
Come on. I don't know you. That's why I'm asking.
you haven't seen me get
No,
any
you're
trouble.
good. You're
I've been
good.
trying to verify.
No, you're good. Listen, man, I ain't gonna give you a hard time, okay? I'm just doing my job. All right?
Okay.
You're doing your job. I'm doing my job.
Trying to do. Yeah.
You got a misunderstanding, whatever's going on with the court. You figure it out, and then that's it. Okay? This ain't personal for me. It ain't personal for you, right?
Of course not.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Get you up there, and then we'll get you out of here. Okay? Hold on. Let me lock him. I don't want to get told. All right, go ahead. You don't have a gun on you, correct?
No. All that stuff was in the
Okay, let me just check your waistband real quick.
I have with the knife.
Listen, I just handcuffed you in front. I don't want you to shoot me in the back of the head. All right? That'd be bad. Bad day for me, right?
Stop it.
So the officer elects to put the handcuffs in the front. It's his call. My department didn't permit handcuffing in the front unless it was for a medical condition, but his call. And then he does a kind of cursory pat-down search-ish on an arrestee. Young aspiring officers, methodical on the pat-down, methodical on the cuffing, methodical on the searches. Officers throughout their career miss things when they're not methodical, and it can have deadly consequences. I get it. His call, his stop, 72 degrees, talking to you on YouTube. If this part of the message gets through, that makes me happy. And that's all I care about. Methodical searches, methodical pat downs, and making sure that when you do it, you are diligent about it.
he's got a shotgun with a Menards flashlight attached to it. Like, come on, man. It's just woods.
So if we look here on this folder, you can clearly see it says Fugitive Recovery Agent. That's not a member of an official law enforcement agency. And you also hear this conversation about these different weapons and the attachments of weapons. Officers kind of we know what attachments that we would normally put on, and most cops wouldn't do in the configuration that they saw that this person had their gear set up, especially on that shotgun.
I think he's impersonating law enforcement.
It's super close.
And then once you get up to the jail and stuff, you can call whoever you got to call, okay?
Will I be able to have access to my phone to get the number for
Yes.
you?
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't know. I'm like, are you really talking to somebody on that? Look, that looks like it's from Menards too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a valid CCL. But he's dangerously cool. Did you see the pictures he was showing me? It was of an ID and a badge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dangerously close to impersonation.
I think he's impersonating. I mean, he's trying to intimidate us into not arresting him.
He's literally got a file that says, like, fugitives.
It's the 10 most wanted. Who's after the 10 most wanted of the FBI. Like, even if you're an agent, you're like, you go after the low-hanging fruit. You're never going to get Pablo Escobar. Like,
You're not doing it going down 55 in Illinois.
is he stalking these people?
Further, I am not a United States citizen or a 14th Amendment citizen.
Oh,
I am a sovereign of the Republic. And
Sovereign.
There it is.
I never said I was a sovereign citizen.
You didn't have to.
Like, this dude's running around with an FBI list and telling people he's working for the government on radios, and he's got an armory in the back of his car.
He's trying to use it to get out of...
An arrest. I think you got enough.
You should probably take his radio.
I feel like we shouldn't just give him his guns back at the very least.
No. Well, if we...
And probably this.
Yeah, I would take that radio and the file as evidence. This is a note about going to the FBI.
Still good.
I need to use the restroom.
What?
So I kind of need to use the restroom.
Okay, it's like a 20-minute ride, then we'll be up there, all right? I'll let you go. I ain't like it being today, so. Is it like, you gonna piss your pants, man?
Yes, sorry, they said it. Making the stuff up.
I think we're gonna wait until we gotta get to the jail, all right? Don't pee in my car.
He needs to get charged with impersonating.
We're going to have to take his phone, his computer, everything, if we're going to do impersonation.
He was trying to intimidate us, saying that he was some sort of law enforcement. I'm on the phone to call my superior.
He was on the phone and he was like, it was like he was defending himself.
He said he works for the U.S. Supreme Court.
Yeah, as a recovery agent. That's law enforcement. If you have authority to take people's freedom, that's law enforcement.
Bail bondsmen and recovery agents are private. They're not official government agents. And while they do operate in a private capacity, in many cases, they have to get some type of certification through either a police department or a government agency and get certified in whatever it is that they do. And it varies from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. And you've seen that there have been cases where some of these recovery agents have gotten arrested for stepping over the line of what the law is and what they can and cannot do.
You're gonna grab the mat, keep it all together, and then we'll go. I gotta go up north anyway. I kind of want to try to figure out if this guy's gonna catch any more charges, and then I gotta pick up my kid briefly to take her somewhere, and then I'll be back.
Sounds good. Yes.
According to the original video, it looks like he was charged with felony impersonating. And it looked like the officers were kind of thinking through whether or not they can charge him. So I'm going to tell you about another process that works really, really well. One is that you're looking for the elements of the crime. And sometimes as officers, we're not sure. Attorneys usually really good at understanding the law. They have clerks. They have a lot of resources that they can decide whether they're going to move forward with the charges. One option is just calling the DA's office and saying, hey, this is what I got here. Can you let me know what your thoughts are on this? Another option is if it's on hours where you can't get a hold of someone from the DA's office. When I say DA, I mean the district attorney's office. People who ultimately will follow charging documents. You can write everything that you have and all the elements that you have. I found this. The person said this. This was recorded on body cam. And you can write other charges recommended for consideration. And that's just something that the deputy DA will end up reading, and they can say, okay, I'm going to charge him for that. Because what you arrest a person for, what they ultimately get charged with, according to what the district attorney's office, can sometimes be very, very different. And those other charges recommended for consideration are a way that you can protect yourself from mischarging someone, and a way that you can also make sure that all the elements are put together so the DA can put together a pretty slam dunk case. So that's just an advanced kind of thing, but it's also incredibly basic if you potentially have all the elements and can make a really good case. I'd like to shout out a group of people, since I just was talking about the district attorney's office, because a lot of people don't realize that the district attorney's office is the ultimate authority on whether the charges end up going forward or not. Because sometimes an officer will make an arrest and the charges will get dumped. The DA says you just don't have enough here. And sometimes the officer had enough, they just didn't articulate it in the report. But they work really hard hours. People give them a really, really hard time. They watch their counterparts who go into private practice and make a whole bunch of money, and they're working in a district attorney's office making a county, state, or city salary. And they still do it because they care about the law. So shout out to all of the people that work in the district attorney's office on both sides. We all appreciate you for what you do. I can't speak for everyone. I do. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.